Hello there folks, Chris here, and I'm out riding the Letcric XP 2.0, and I just came up to some really steep hills we got here, so I'm going to show you these are the stock Tektro brakes, as you can see right here in this video. And these are the brakes that come on the bike, and they're pretty budget brakes because this bike's not a very expensive bike, so it's not going to come with very expensive brakes. So if you're really small and you don't ride around really fast and don't need high performance brakes, these Tektros will probably suit you just fine. But someone bigger like me, I definitely was looking to get a steep upgrade. So as you can see, as I'm heading down these steep hills, I mean, I have to pull on them pretty hard to get them to stop me. So if I just grab the rear one, I can get it to lock up the back wheel, skid it a little, but I have to yank on it pretty hard. And I also have mine adjusted about as good as I can possibly get them. So one issue with these Tektros is just, it's really hard to get them adjusted properly so that when you pull on them, they give a nice tight pull and they don't actually rub while you're riding. I do have a video and I'll link it in the description below on how you can adjust the brakes if you're using the Tektro brakes. But what I'm going to do for this video is get up to the top of one of these steep hills, and I'm going to show you the braking power of these guys, and we're going to compare it to the new Juin Tech Hydraulic brakes and see how much of an improvement it is, and I'll let you guys know if it's something that I think is worth upgrading to. And then I'll also have another video that's going to show how you can upgrade them yourself. So let's head up to the top of one of these hills and I'll get this ball rolling. So I'm just coming down this steep section, and you can see there's a stop sign there, and I've got to pull the brakes pretty darn hard to come to a stop. So I'm grabbing these things super tight, and these are the Tektro brakes. So they work if you've got a lot of hand strength. They do the trick. They're definitely not super great. And if you can see, I've got about 258 miles on this bike, so I've been riding it around for quite a while. And I'm not a big fan of these Tektro brakes. I do think Tektro makes some good brakes, just these real basic mechanical ones are not it. You can see if I just pull on, say, like the front brake, I mean, I wasn't even going very fast and it took me like 15 feet to stop. I've got my back brake set up pretty tight, so if I really yank it, I could skid the back wheel, but I don't want to do that because that's going to wear the tire down. So now let's go ahead and I'm going to try out all these steep hills with the new Juin Tech, the hydraulic brakes. And what's great about those is that you don't have to change out the brake levers or anything. They're a cable pull style brake. So now I'm out here at the top of all these steep hills, and I got the cool new Juin Tech hydraulic brakes on. And I've bedded them all in, which I will show you how to do on the installation video. So definitely check that out. But I'm just gonna show you how well these work. And as you can see, if I just grab the back one, I can easily lock up the back wheel. So you really don't even have to pull too hard on them. The other nice thing I really like about these is they're just super quiet. They just come to a nice smooth stop. But see, as I'm heading down this really steep area right here, I don't even have to pull all that hard on them. And I have a lot more control. And they don't feel like, with the Tektro brakes, it felt like I was gonna pull them out of their little sockets there. But with these, I'm just cruising. So this is just the rear brake coming down this steep hill. And I can even lock it up coming down this steep hill. I just don't want to skid my back wheel out too much. But now I can show you on the front brake coming down this steep hill. That one just stops on a dime too. I could probably lock up the front one too if I wanted to. Front brakes don't lock up quite as easily because the back brake you're just dragging along. But you can see as I grab this front one, it stops pretty awesome. So I definitely highly recommend upgrading to these if you're looking for new brakes. These Juin Tech cable pull hydraulic brakes are the best ones I've found for the price. The cheaper Zoom ones that are on there, I don't recommend those at all. And I will show you guys in the installation video what I did to install these properly, the best way I thought that they could be installed. So I would recommend checking that out, and I'll link it right up in the corner here. Hopefully you like this video. Do check out the installation video before buying these. Make sure it's something you think you can tackle. I'll see you guys on the next one.